just had the maddest bus ride ever. You know those little tiny lanes that are in Devon? We're now in Devon, so it's Devon motorways, I suppose. And Dorset. Well, can you imagine having a large minibus, not a mini-sized, and quite big sort of minibus, dashing up and down those at high speed, colliding with greenery, and also there was a drama with the wasp getting in, and there was also past a JCB, and there was another car who had to sort of reverse for half a mile. You know, with very tight corners, but zooming. I mean, I've not had a journey like that since the being on the post buses up in Harris and Lewis. This sort of hair-raising journey, but in a fun way, but still like. So I'm in Branscombe, which is the other side of Seaton. It's Seaton Beer. Yes, there's a place called Beer. And there's even a beer head, which is quite funny. I find quite funny, but anyway. And then next one around is Branscombe. And there seems to be quite an interesting head at Branscombe. There's a very interesting head at Beer. But it's only a few miles from Seaton. Obviously, I'm having an easy day after the drama of the horrible, frankly horrible, exhausting and not that interesting journey from Seaton to Lyme Regis yesterday. So I'm just standing by some platinum jubilee. And so is that intentional? Queen Elizabeth Platinum Jubilee, June 2022 benches, or one. The other one seems to be similar things, but very posh, very new benches. Platinum. I hope that was intentional, the Platinum Jubilee. I suspect not. So I'm hoping for more Cliffies, but because there are buses here, although I'm not totally sure. I just kind of jumped on the bus. It's a bit silly, I know, but I know that there's buses back from Seaton, so I will walk back to Seaton, which is what I'm planning to do, and it shouldn't take me several hours, but that could be famous last words. Who knows what the terrain is like? But I think there's buses here as well, not as frequent as the 378. That was the 889, I think it was. It's 885 or 889. And so I suspect there's a sort of a rural service going up and down the. I think you could do an amazing TV series just tracking one of those, small local bus companies with that does rural things, because there's always things like cows in the way and all this sort of drama. So she was going so quick around the corners that someone's shopping fell down, and it was all that sort of stuff. Yes, let me see. There's buses. There's a 9 o'clock-ish bus from Seaton, 11:45, 1:45, which that's the one I on. It was a very good interchange because it was just basically there. I noticed yesterday that was the case, and so that's why I was like, I'll do that bus. And then there's either a 2:45 or a 4:15 for not school days, which will be this day. Coming back from Sidmouth, which is where it goes to. I know nothing about Sidmouth, so I thought Branscombe Beer was close enough to go and have a look at, but I can always walk back. 5:25, so I can always get a bus back to Seaton if I want to. Although I think that gets back too late for the buses connecting the 378. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, Saturday, not school days. School days only, and then not Saturdays. It's not Saturday, no, it's Friday. So yeah, you can get back at 5, unless it's a Saturday, and then you are a bit screwed because you've only got a bus at 2 o'clock, which is a bit weird. Cause usually from Sidmouth, you usually have a bus later buses on Saturdays, which is a bit strange. But yes, so I'm going to go have a look at Branscombe Mouth, and then see if I can find where the coastal path is, if it is around here. You might just say, "Oh, fuck that shit," after the arduous and difficulty of that incredibly boring. It's not arduous, not difficult. It's just boring. Groundhog Day over path. Maybe they just gone, nope, we're just not bother now. No, there should be. I should pick up the coastal path somewhere. I'm a bad person. I didn't do much research as I should have. I knew there was buses. I knew that there were several buses a day on the 8-9 route. I did look at that. And so if you see there's several buses going, there's unlikely to be, just one bus coming back because they have to come back. So, yeah. So I'm going to head towards Seaton along the coast and try and make that, because I'm not walking. If I'm walking, I'm walking inland. Seriously. I'm not walking on that coast again. So we shall see. So now a proper tent cast just in my tent. The sun clock has woke me up, although it was a cold night. I put on nearly all my clothes and I was alright, but it was, it's one of the things where you have to dress for bed, put all your clothes on, as well as all your, the Thermarest mattress I've got, and the supposedly 3-season sleeping bag, which I need to get a better one of. I need to get a proper 4-season one of, because it's really only 2-season at best. And then, of course, in the morning you take everything off and you try and get some air in, because what happens is then you get boiled by the sun, such as camping. Yeah, yesterday was a good walk actually, even though I didn't get much work done. I did a drawing of the church at Branscombe, which is one of the oldest churches in Devon. It's sort of 10th century, 11th century, and you can tell that because it's, as I said before, it's like you've got this little turret part, which is very much like a mini castle, but even more so than other ones. There's a little tiny, there's no window, it's kind of little, almost like defensive little slits in it, like sort of Norman castles. So it's that always means very old. And of course, as usual, they've added modern bits to it. The main little tower is old, and you have that little turret down the side as well, which I find fascinating, because it's either you get this main sort of square thing, and then you get the round turret just to one side. It's sort of, very, 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 very. It looks a bit lopsided actually. You'd expect kind of spires and symmetry, but no. And then I walked from the Branscombe Church on the coastal path to Beer, and then Seaton, but unfortunately I missed my bus, so I had to take a taxi back, which was annoying because there was no way of getting back apart from walking through the evil path or walking along the road, which is unwalkable at that time. And it might be some inland paths, but my feet hurt anyway, because it was supposed to be a short walk, not a long walk, but the problem was I misjudged the walking at Beer, because it's really, really easy going. It's about Hook and Cliffs or Beer Head really. Beer Head to Seaton is, very simple. There's just nothing, anyone could do that. And then it does get much more interesting after that. And I have to say, there should have been a sign saying it was difficult. That was difficult and arduous, but there wasn't. It's just a bit strange, this idea that, that what was not difficult and arduous had this sign, whereas that was actually, the bits of that were like, oh no, this is getting a bit kind of like, very steep steps, and or sometimes not steps, and very sort of, there are sections where
literally down the side of a cliff, but only little bits. Amazing views from one part, which I can't remember. I did know the name of it. It's not another chimney rock, but it's something similar to that. Literally you're at the side of a sort of chalk escarpment, and someone had got a very scary rabbit path around the side, and I edged a little bit out there, but without my pack on. But I wasn't going to go fully out there because it's like even I got dizzy just going no. I was like no, back. I was actually just looking for the sea breeze just coming around the corner. Some really nice bits which I will revisit. I'm tempted to actually do that the cliff walk today because if you go approach from Beer, you can go up to the Hucken Cliffs, and there's a Coast Guard house and some archaeological sites up there, which would that would be quite a simple walk across those cliffies, and then maybe go and do the sort of painting thingy that I didn't do yesterday. Because unlike the other Undercliff walk, which this is another Undercliff walk, you could actually see the sea and the cliffs, and you had sections where you could see, things. You didn't have just walk through a wood, and you could have been anywhere, which is what the Seaton line was like. It's like you just hardly ever saw the sea, or the trees were so overgrown you couldn't even see the cliffs above on the other side. So you were walking between the cliffs and the sea, but you couldn't see either. And that's why I got so annoyed about that. It's like, what is this? What is this shit? And last night was great because one of the reasons I wanted to get back is that someone were making some food here, and so we had a barbecue, and so I added a bit of wine and some crisps. But it was really nice. Just chatting to some people here on the owners, and and that was lovely and warm. And as soon as I moved away, though, it was how cold it was, and went and had a shower and scuttled back into bed and just to the tent, put everything on I could possibly, literally almost all my layers, and went to and sort of went to bed, and I was alright actually, but it was cold during the night. Even cold last night when I didn't do that. I didn't put any extra things on, and I was freezing. So it's just the better weather. It's been sunny, so obviously I've stayed. I didn't go home. It has been great, but that does mean at night you don't get much cloud cover, and it just gets very cold. And of course, I didn't bring my base layers. I mean, as I say, I left in the second heat wave, so I was like, should I bring a base layer? I was like, nah, it's just all stuff to carry. But yeah, because you don't expect it to go that cold. Well, I kind of do, but I was hoping my summer rest and my sleeping bag would be good enough, which they weren't for the last couple of nights. If I had my base layers, I'd be incredibly toasty, but no. So maybe I should bring those on future trips. But it's all just extra weight, and I already have too much crap as it is. So yeah, I think that's what I'll probably do today is maybe go back to beer. Beer is lovely. Beer is lovely. Yes. If all the beer drinkers say, of course beer is lovely. Beer definitely is lovely. I'm more investigating. Branscombe is a National Trust site. So there's a forge and a bakery where I got a very dry thing called a lumberjack, which is kind of like a gingery flapjack, but it was a bit kind of a collection of seeds, like a seed cake, but it was like, how dry. I've noticed that with the gluten-free I got some biscuits, gluten-free biscuits, and they were like that as well. They weren't from around here, but they were very much like, where's the moisture? So yeah, I think beer's worth investigating. This time not getting trapped by the bus not being there. And I have to remember that the beer there is not a strange regional beer. There's, as I said in the review section, the bus stops. The bus doesn't go earlier, but as I say, the section I'm planning to do, I can walk back to Seaton. That's a very simple walk. It's about a mile, so, and it is not arduous at all. It's a very simple walk, so I can easily do that in a sort of short time. Get the bus. I can't really afford another taxi. It was lovely. It was lovely getting back early and not having all that stress walking up from the coast. But yeah, I can't afford to do that. But it was just the case of I just no other way of getting back from Seaton without walking 6 miles. Would be about 6 miles. And again, it would mean either doing that horrible previous walk or trying to find some inland way, and you'd still have to walk at least 6 miles. So, I would say, having looked around Seaton itself is not that interesting. It is very much a dishevelled seaside town with, the classic pebbly beach and lots of erosion going on. So trying to defend off, but it's good for the Tesco's and it's good for the interchange. It's not really good for much else. So anyway, I'll speak to you later.